Hey everyone, Tony George, Friday update, Pac-12 football tonight, Oregon State up in Corvallis at home, taking on the Utes of Utah here. That's the game we're going to be talking about. We'll have another free play out later today for you as well for Saturday, maybe a couple. We only have a 3-pack on Saturday. We're keeping the volume low, so nonetheless, we opened up the week last night with a push. What is Sam Houston State doing putting 28 points up anywhere? And I realize Jacksonville State, we got the push there -7, but could you stop turning it over? Come on. In the red zone, too. And this in regulation. Oh. But nonetheless, we do have a premium play tonight in the Big 12 game. I never thought I'd say this. In the Big 12 game between BYU and Cincinnati. Wow. Boy, the landscape of college football's changed, hasn't it? Stay tuned. We'll tell you what's going on over at the website over the weekend and talk a little bit about that wild NFL high-scoring game yesterday. Wow, didn't see that coming. But then again, it's Thursday night football in the NFL, and you can always expect the unexpected to a certain degree. This game here tonight, Oregon State up at Corvallis is a beast. They're 14-1 against the spread their last 15 home games. Yeah. They're 8-2, dating back to last year, including their 4 games this year. They're 8-2 straight up and against the spread. And I think here, offense obviously clearly favors Oregon State at home. Now, this line shot up to 4.5. It was in the 3 range, and because of the status of Cam Rising, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? We're all waiting for Cam Rising, Utah's quarterback, to come back. Well, if he does come back, he's going to be awfully rusty, and I don't know how effective he's going to be. They need him. They have the 113th ranked offense in yard production in college football, playing the 44th ranked defense. And let's all just talk a little bit about, Oregon State's offensive production. They've scored only less than 38 one game. And that was against San Diego State. I think they've scored 29. Utah has had some problems offensively. They've struggled without Rising. They had 14 against UCLA last week. They had 20 against Baylor and 24 against Florida. It's not an offensive juggernaut. And in that game in Florida, they were outgained by, I think, over 100 yards and only had 270 yards of production. And I think this is where it really bites them tonight. I like Oregon State in this game. I just think they have too much firepower. Now, one thing that Utah has done with this coach, and they got a great head coach. Do not get me wrong. They got a great head coach. And Oregon State's got a good head coach too. But Utah has tried to change the landscape of the now defunct Pac-12, which is sad. This has got some of the best teams in the country. Maybe Washington is the best team in the country. It very well could be. But they brought a more Big Ten-ish style attitude to their program. We're going to get physical, we're going to run the football, and we're going to play hard-nosed defense. And they do play hard-nosed defense. The problem is they just can't trade punches if they're going to go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And what you saw last week with Oregon State allowing Washington State on the road 38 points, that's not going to be, and they counterpunched them. They lost by 3. Very tough place to play. And again, Washington State's a good football team, a damn good football team. There's a bunch of them in this conference, obviously. But I think after that hard-fought game against UCLA and having to go on the road and then take on the Beavers up here in Corvallis is just an awfully tall task on a short week to pull off. Because offensively, even if Cam Rising was to play, how effective is he going to be? And that's always the big question with Utah. And the way the point spread has been going up, everybody feels the same way that I do, apparently. He's probably not going to play, and if he does play, he's going to be ineffective. And Oregon State just has way too much offensively for Utah to counterpunch on the road. Small lean. We're not unloading the farm, but I do like Oregon State in this game tonight at home. I think it'll be a good game. I just think later on, especially 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, if that occurs for Utah too often, or they have a couple of turnovers at the wrong time, I think Oregon State gets the better of them. So, over at the website, as I mentioned, we have a 3-unit college football best bet tonight. We have a 4-unit NBA playoff winner. And then on Saturday, we have a 6-unit top play on a 3-pack. Only took 3 games Saturday. We're going to go low volume. We had a wishy-washy week last week in college football, so we dialed it in. The 6-unit top play, a 4-unit, a 3-unit play. And then on Sunday, no top plays. We need to redeem ourselves a little bit in the NFL. We have a 4-pack, 2 sides, a total, and a teaser, 4 units each, flat bet across the board for that one. And then we have a side play for 3 units on Monday Night Football. That's our weekend menu in football. Last night, wow. I thought really with Jones coming back for Green Bay, and I figured Detroit would pound the rock. Well, they did. Detroit pound the rock. Montgomery came back. How'd he look? 121 yards, 3 touchdowns, and Detroit had 211 yards on the ground. Green Bay, 27 on the ground. Obviously, that was the difference in the game. Some turnovers. But I thought both of them would try and pound the rock and eat clock, and I thought that'd be a kind of a tight, down to the button type game. Lions put their foot down. Lions sent a message to everybody in that division last night. And that's a very difficult thing to do on a short week on the road at Lambeau, of all places. Wow. That was impressive. Very impressive. And that's it's a team that's got to win over Kansas City, the Super Bowl champions, on the road. Wow. Eyes are open. They were anyway. My radar antenna was up on Detroit, but I wanted to see them back up all the hype that had been warranted, and by gosh, they did. So anyway, Doc Sports, free $60, link in the description below, never been a member. Go over to the website. There's a tab in the upper left-hand corner. It says free 60. Park it in any new account. We'll give it to you. No strings attached. No phone number needed. None of that. Get hooked up. Smash that subscribe button, because every time I put out a free play, or anybody on Doc's website that puts out videos here, you'll get notified when there's a freebie up for you. And don't forget to tune in, if you haven't, to Doc's Gridiron 6-pack. There's 6 free plays on there for myself and Griffin Murphy right here on this channel. Come on.